from everyone here at 2K. Thanks for joining. This should be an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Outside Booker. The three ball. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Moran. To the paint. Here's Adams. Oh, misses the dunk. Booker against Bain. Booker can't get it to go. About a minute played here so far in the first.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And Booker gets double teamed. Pass to Johnson. Let's go with a three. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Moran. Takes it inside. Outside Bain. Here's Adams. The layup off target. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, BA, I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Booker with the jam.
Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Moran. Left side Bain. Down low. Here's Adams. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Booker, the pass to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Moran against Booker. Moran, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Jackson down low. Johnson on him. Here's Adams. Outside for Moran. Back to Adams. Takes a three. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns leading.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's Bain. From deep, Moran gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Booker against Bain. Shoots it from the high post. Booker no good.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, love the aggressive play here from Adams. He gets the shot he wants, and now another opportunity to challenge himself at the free throw line.
That one misses. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first-rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Ball against Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
Morant, 2 shots.
It's both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Booker. They get it again. Second chance shot.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. All right,
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Grizzlies, Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. The 3 from Bain. Nails it from 3. Bain's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Memphis leading. Left side, Morant. Up top, Brooks. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look, a great setup for the bucket.
Ayton, a screen on Bain. Booker for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker. But, man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Here's Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA break.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Booker. Bridges outside. Now here's Johnson. Booker with it. He's got 15. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Bain. Here's Booker. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morant finds Adams. Outside Bain. Jackson the screen. Outside for Brooks. 3-pointer. On target from range. Brooks has got 5 now.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Here's Bain. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
Fans, here come your Suns. Fans in the stands, let's hear it again
2:49 left to play in the second quarter. Paul passes to Booker. All right, Brent, you're part of the front office. Take back the curtain a little here. What do you guys do that the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, the draft process is a lot more in depth than people would ever realize. And one of the biggest things, BA, that you have to take into account is what it is, not just talent-wise you're inviting into the building, but the character and how it fits around what you've already established. So taking one guy that might be a player that you think is a great player might not be great for the current team that you have. And so the layers, they run pretty deep.
Outside Booker. Hayden with a screen. And Booker, here we go. And Booker with the jam.
And how about Booker just zipping around the defense and still able to make that J?
And then Morant with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Outside Booker. Inside. Tries again. Out to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. And Ayton with the stuff.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Morant against Paul. Bain, the pass to Morant. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Paul. Outside Booker. Ayton with a screen. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Monty Williams, and Coach, certainly some areas.
Allie, as always, thank you. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Washington, and it's Lee in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group from Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
I just love that alley-oop slam, BA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. Here's Shamet, and the layup is good off the glass.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Outside Jones.
Suns foul.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns.
First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Suns.
The kick out to Williams. Yep, that one's good. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Here's Shamet, defended by Jones. On the wing, Crowder. Washington outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. And Crowder the bucket on the assist by Washington.
The advantage Crowder has inside is just how strong and physical he'll play.
Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Here's Williams.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The Suns trailing. Here's Shamet. This for the tie. Buries it from 3. Shamet's got 5 now.
Shamet has these kind of games where it looks like he won't miss.
Outside Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best
Shooting
thing.
for Memphis, Tyus Jones.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Shaman. He's got 5. Pass to Crowder. Back to Shaman. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Clark. Jones in the post. Green, the pass to Williams. Sharage with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Washington is rebounded by Memphis.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Crowder. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Crowder, first personal foul, 3rd team foul. At the line for...
Memphis calls timeout.
Called for Memphis. Get on your feet right now, crowd. It's time to fire off.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
In the stands, let's hear it again for your Suns dancers.
Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Paul against Morant. There's the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Outside Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Clock at 6. Back to Morant. With the crossover. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Paul passes to Booker. Ayton with a screen. From downtown. Booker can't get it to go. Memphis leading. Now Morant. The 3 from Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Out to the right wing. Back to Booker. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Memphis. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Back to Morant for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Booker. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at point guard.
Come on, this kid is...
And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this.
The previous play is under review.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He said, quote, "We are within striking distance. This is where we take over and turn this game into our favor. Let's go get it."
Thank you for that, Allie. There's the screen by Johnson. Ball finds Johnson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Ja Morant picks one up.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
Yeah, BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Morant. Here's Adams. Pass to Morant. Back to Adams. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here comes some T-shirts. Get up out of your seats, everybody.
And Booker gets double teamed. Stolen by Bane. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Morant against Paul. Right side Morant. 6 to shoot. With the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Bane against Booker. From deep. Here's Ayton. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
He seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. You see that pay off.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Morant against Paul. Launches a 3. And it's Morant missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Stolen by Jackson. And the foul on Chris Paul.
Chris Paul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Paul against Morant. On the wing, Bane. 5 on the clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
2 minutes.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Outside for Brooks. Back to Jackson. Left side Bane. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns running out of time. outside Paul. Outside for Booker. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll be a second foul of the game. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth quarter. Moran against Paul. Brooks from outside.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Grizzlies.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
Outside for Brooks. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy.
should be a battle of the backcourts. And you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bain. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Passes it to Morris. Leonard dishes to Morris. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. He's picked up by Wall. Brooks misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Left side, Bain. Morant outside. 14 feet away, and that's good for 2. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Here's Leonard. Following the basket by John Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes it out to Leonard. Over Brooks. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Tyronn Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D. Just pushing his way to a shot.
Morant surveying the D. And there's the drive. And he makes good on the layup. Morant's got 6 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Wall. Morris outside. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Here's George, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Both free throws good from Morant. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to George. Over Bain. And the bank shot is good.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Morant against Wall. Morant outside. And a wide open look for Bain. And again, Memphis no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
George looking around. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I like how Paul George comes off the screen under control, right up into his shooting motion. Smooth.
Ball against Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here is Morris. And it's Leonard missing. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Feeds to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's 12 points for John Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. That quarter had its... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Adams finds Jackson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Kicks it out to Leonard, launches it, hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 8 points.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Morant against Wall. Brooks the pass to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Connects from three-point range.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Here's Morant. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it. As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And Wall kicks to Leonard. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Memphis moving it around. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And it's Leonard missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bain with the bucket. We know you need talent to win, Steve, so how critical is basketball IQ to winning at the highest level? How important is it in that equation?
Kevin, it's everything. A playoff series can turn on a single play. And the guys, you can tell the difference who has a high basketball IQ and an average IQ. It does make a difference.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play here in the half. Morant against George. Bain inside the three-point line. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bain's got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis. Outside, Wall. Outside, Leonard fires from deep. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
What you know you love about Jaren Jackson is the length, the instincts. He has a natural feel for the game.
Passes it to Zubac. Up top, Morris. Dish now to George. Three-pointer. That one misses. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Payne for three. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Morris with a screen on Brooks. Here's Leonard. He kicks it to Morris to stop the run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
And that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line. And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Ball against Morant. Pass to George. 19 seconds left in the first half. From deep, here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Ball against Morant. The pass to Brooks. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more.
And so it's Memphis. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more M2K. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Williams passes to Jones. Let's go. That's good from Williams, the assist by Jones. Williams has got his first points in the game.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. They get it again. Batum to the paint and stolen by Williams. Here's Conchar. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Jackson against Jones. Kicks it out to Covington. Again, Los Angeles.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Conchar. They kick it out to Green. The 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
In rhythm, what a beautiful release by Danny Green. The catch and shoot, he has it to a science.
Jackson down low, working on Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it back. Memphis leading by 13. Outside, Jones. To the left wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Conchar. Kicks it out to Jones. Outside Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Second chance shot. And Covington sends it back.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Memphis has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. From deep, Green. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 13. The drive by Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Jackson against Jones. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Lobbed up there for Clark. Covington with the steal. Powell, that's good. Powell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Man passes to Jackson. Driving to the basket. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Jones looking for an opening. Lobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Outside Jackson. Deflects the pass and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You can see the immediate reaction of the game. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies lead by 11. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Green. Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Wall against Jones. And Wall kicks to Zubats. Back to Wall. The 3 ball. And the dunk by Zubats.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Jones. Oh, good on the 3. Clippers trail by 11. Morris passes to George. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Jones, covered by Wall. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. Morant outside. With the drive. Outside, Bain takes a 3, and they recover it. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now here's Wall. Outside Leonard. Morris dishes to George. Morris, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Outside for Jackson. George against Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Trying to get something going. And another miss by Memphis. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And here's Leonard from 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Burkett just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Bain against George. From deep three-point range. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, Wall. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George against Bain. From deep. The shot by George, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And it's Morant missing.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
There's 31 seconds left in the 4th. Out to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Leonard against Brooks. And Leonard gets it to go.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one.
we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For three, Booker. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Drives to the hoop. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Paul against Wall. Here's Booker. And Booker throws it down.
Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
From deep. No luck on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Wall finds George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Paul with a steal. And now the Suns fast break. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Outside for Booker. Over Leonard. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Pass to Wall. Back to George. Out to Leonard. Morris passes to Leonard. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Phoenix calls timeout.
All right, here come your Clippers. Let's give it up for them. Fans, your Clippers breakers.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And George with the jam.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Johnson against Leonard. Back to George. Clock at 6. Zubac with a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
The offensive game plan is clear. get it inside, and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Back to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. And stolen by Leonard. Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. Pass to Zubats. Paul with a steal. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the Suns miss again. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Back to George. Fires from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Los Angeles.
And your Clippers, Houston team. All right, fans, let's hear it for you.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside Wall. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, superstars understand that contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Paul against Wall. From deep, Johnson. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Walking foul called on Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Leonard passes to Wall. It's George on the wing. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Morris. Uncovered. And again, it's the Clippers.
Really good job anticipating the rising fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Booker for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard outside. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his 3rd foul so far. We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
The pump fakes are risks because you're exposing the ball. You have to be careful because a solid defender will easily steal it.
Johnson's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Wall with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Wall, the pass to Zubats. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with a kiss. Zubats has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, this is one aspect of his game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Wall against Paul. Up top, Johnson. And Morris over to help. Back to Paul. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
And Leonard, here we go. Oh, wow!
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Paul against Wall. Out to Bridges. And And Doris, last season, only 5 NBA players participated in all 82 games. That's a record low in the league's history.
Well, in addition to that, Brian, consider the previous low was 17, so that's not even close. Now, we know that health and safety protocols contributed to that number, but it is pretty clear we're in the age of load management. What impact is that having on the league in terms of fan base?
George over to help. For 3, Booker. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Pass to George. Here's the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
First personal foul.
That one's off.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Wall with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Outside Wall. Now Zubats. Kicks it to George. All alone. Shot's no good there. Now 6 for 8.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
All right, folks. If you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise.
The Suns have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Buries it down low. Booker's got 5 now.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Jackson outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Stolen by Jackson. And so it's the Los Angeles. Thanks, Allie. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George has been sensational.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And Powell with the stuff.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Powell passes to Jackson. Up top, Batum. Back to Jackson. Batum outside. 5 on the clock. The 3. The shot that time not on target. And Phoenix will come the other way. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Powell in the post. He's guarded by Bridges. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And stolen by Covington. Now Kennard looking for his first basket, still in this one. Pass to Covington. Back to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns shooting 40% so far in this one. Here's Ayton, covered by Covington. Johnson passes to Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre Ayton is looking to score, he is a handful. Forces the defense into a compromising situation.
Now here's Kennard. Out to Powell. There's Jackson with the 3. They grab their own miss. Kennard outside. From outside the arc. The rebound by Bridges.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Booker no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
Powell for 3. He drops it from range. Powell's got 5 points.
Absolutely critical that Norman Powell expand his range. The more he makes that 3, the more the floor opens up.
Count it.
Ooh, that's like velvet. That's the kind of finger roll that ends up on old highlights.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Batum outside. Jackson outside. Offline with a 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Jackson. Back to Powell. There's the triple. Drains the triple. Powell's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Outside Booker from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. He's got 10.
How about that? Devin Booker says anything you can do, I can do better. 3 in the books.
Outside Covington. Batum left side. Out to Powell. Back to Batum from deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit it 2 in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. And here's Leonard. He's got 12. This one for 3. The shot no good. And so it's Los Angeles. They're feeling great. A 21-point. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, Los Angeles shooting very well. 66% for the game and looking really strong. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morris can't hit. Well, Phoenix is shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Outside Booker. Pass to Johnson. And he drives in, uses the glass on the layup.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Wall with it. Leonard outside. The three is up. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel. Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to Morris. And here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. 3-pointer, Bridges. Connects from downtown.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Wall against Paul. Leonard for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now Wall. George outside. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Fires for 3. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Paul. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Wall, the pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Clippers keep it alive. Back to Wall. And another shot. And the layup is up and in. And the Clippers lead by 19.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
Here's Bridges. Deflected. Now here's Leonard. Pass to George. Three-pointer. And Aiden pulls it down. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And what a huge performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
It's deflected, and he recovers it. Pass to Paul. Oh, George with a steal. Johnson against Morris. Leonard outside. From deep three-point range. And Aiden pulls it down. And here are the Suns now. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Leonard outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. From behind the arc. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bridges outside. Counted from distance.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the end. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat play could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Bane inside the three-point line. And the shot is long.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Paul passes to Ayton. Back to Paul from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Morant. Second chance effort and a beautiful finish by Adams.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Paul looking around. Booker in the corner. And he gets the bucket.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Booker. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you, and in some ways it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Here's Morant. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. 5 to shoot. And Morant gets it to go.
Closer in look. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Booker outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Wow, he got whacked. Thought that shouldn't be much debate there. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by John Morant. Bridges dishes to Paul. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Out to Brooks. A 3. It's the rebound. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Over to the wing. Second chance shot. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks. 6 points for John Morant.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Paul passes to Ayton. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Morant against Paul. Brooks for 3. Good on the triple.
Spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. 4-point game. Booker outside. Back to Paul. Morant with the steal. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Now here's Booker. 5 points in the game. High post, Johnson. Back to Booker. Stolen by Jackson. Bridges against Brooks. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Offensive rebound. Out to Morant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Ball finds Booker. Over Brooks. And the Suns miss again. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Memphis. Suns trail by 8. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Scooped up. Ayton drops in the layup for 2.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Morant against Paul. Morant outside. Feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
On the wing, Bridges. Brooks covering. Booker against Bain. And the dunk by Booker.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash. And that could rattle you. That could bother you at times. But you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Bridges shot. Good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Morant surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Paul against Bain. Paul kicks to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Adams with the screen on Booker. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Ayton. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds all year. That is no question. Welcoming any physicality on his way up. Morant enjoys that type of challenge.
Paul passes to Booker. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
And the Grizzlies leading by 6. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Here's Morant. Put it down!
Gracious way to get up. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Now here's Paul. Booker with the screen for Paul. Bane against Booker. Paul kicks to Bridges. There's the drive. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Morant passes to Jackson. Out to Morant. Shoots over Bridges. Adams. And it's Adams on the follow.
And this is what the D gets. Not boxing out Adams is a great way to get dunked on.
Booker against Bane. Booker the pass to Ayton. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Johnson. And no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant outside. There's the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Paul's a pesky defender, no doubt about it.
27. The Suns. 17.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back. For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Monty Williams. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Lee, that's good.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Jones in the post. Payne covering. And there's Green on the assist by Jones. Green's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. Payne looking around. And here is Shemp. Johnson outside. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Outside, Jones. The kick out to Williams. Clark outside. And Jones has it in the corner. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Clark. Here's Shamet. Offline with his three. Memphis leading by 9. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Now opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it. But it was
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint. And he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it. But for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
Now Jones, after the missed 3 from Dario Saric, now the pass to Concho. Fires the 3. It's good from long range. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now, here's Shamet. Not a lot of room. Lee against Green. The 3. No good from Lee. And the Grizzlies leading by 11 from outside the arc. Payne grabs the board. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Sun. Johnson can't get it to go. Memphis has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Conchar can't get it to go. Suns trail by 11. Shamet the pass to Johnson. Payne kicks to Johnson. Back to Payne. Passes it to Saric. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Saric has got 5 points in the quarter.
And how about capitalizing there? And so Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please give a big round of applause.
And while we can, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks at small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Morant outside. And he drives in. Bridges with some nice defense.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Booker up top. Brooks covering. The 3 from Johnson. He can't get it to go. And it's Memphis the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Morant outside. Outside, Bain fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Bridges finds Ayton to the inside. Here's Johnson. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And this is why you gotta put a body on Ayton. When you don't, he torches you with the putback.
Morant outside. At the top of the key, Brooks. And it's good off the back rim and in.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
The offensive rebound. Ayton misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Morant passes to Adams. Now Morant. And Morant throws it down.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Morant against Paul. Booker looking around. He dishes it to Johnson. Takes a 3. Brooks grabs the board.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
It's Brooks on the wing. Outside, Payne.
2 minutes remaining with the game. 2 minutes.
Shoots it up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Morant outside. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Bane inside the three-point line. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. To the middle, stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. Knocked away. Paul with the steal. Launches it. Grizzlies with the rebound. On the wing, Bane. Defended by Booker. Outside, Bane. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Paul with the steal. Booker outside. And the Suns miss again.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt. And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Payne for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. No good from Booker. Morant outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin.
And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. He takes it in. Over Brooks. Leonard can't get it to go.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Jackson. Outside for Moran. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
John Moran.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Pass to Adams. And here's Bain. Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Goes back up. And he gets it to go.
And Steven Adams just a wrecking ball down there with his size and strength on the offensive glass.
George outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Got a hand on it. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Bain against Morris. Jackson down low. Shoots over Wall. That one's wide left.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
And there's the drive. Pass to Zubac. Morris outside. Up top, George. Defended by Jackson. Clock at 2. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
The standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Pure from three-point range.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Wall on the attack. Here's George. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
From deep, Bain. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
George outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 6.
You see Paul George just focus that time. Opportunistic bucket, gets to the interior, does the work.
Moran against Wall. Outside Moran. On the wing, Brooks. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. 5 points in the game. The Clippers trail. Here's George. He's got 6. The kick out to Wall. Back to George. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Now Bain. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Morant. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out.
So good at taking what the D gives him. Morant keeping the game simple.
And so the first quarter is in the books.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And the three-pointer goes. Leonard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Wall against Morant. Pass to Brooks. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. And he hits it to tie the game. Leonard's got 5 now.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Brooks outside. 4-3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. And the Clippers have possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Here's George. Up and in on the layup. 10 points for him.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Pass to Brooks. Tipped. Morant. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Morris. The kick out to Wall. And a miss there on the triple. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100%, a priority for him and the team.
Pass to Morant. Outside for Brooks. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Now here's George. He's got 10. Morris for 3. Offensive rebound.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Memphis has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Morant against George. And Morant gets double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They now take the lead.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
It's George on the wing. Leonard outside. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. Morant, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Leonard. Soft touch off the glass. Leonard's got 7 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
56 seconds left in the first half. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Launches it. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And he's going for the oop here. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. George passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. Outside Wall. Back to George. Back to Wall. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And the first half comes to a conclusion. Appreciate it, Allie.
Your Clippers, 21. The Grizzlies, 18.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Green, and it's Williams in at power forward. Now here's Powell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
Well, unafraid of the close interior defense. That's a good job by Norman Powell, sacrificing a bit.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, BA, let alone talking about players and their skill.
Nice shot by Kennard.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Outside for Green. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
Out to Powell. From deep. And stolen by Clark. And now the Grizzlies on the run. And Williams punches it home.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Powell. Driving inside, banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Well, Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Outside Jones takes the 3. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Jackson with it. Guarded now by Williams. Jackson, pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Pass to Powell. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Brandon Clark.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the three at a high clip.
Now here's Jones. Clark left side.
2 minutes remaining.
Green against Powell.
2 minutes.
Pass to Conchar. Outside Jones. Just 3 to shoot. Fires for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Jones has got 6 in the quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And Jackson, here we go. Out to Powell. From downtown. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. Powell's got 9 points now in the second half.
And how about Powell just coming back and taking on the challenge, answering the call.
Clark left side. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. 1:04 left in the third. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. Pass to Conchar. There's the 3. They get it back. Here's Williams. Jones from outside. Sinks the tray. Jones has got 9.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Jackson outside. Batum outside. The 3 is up. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
Jackson against Jones. Oh, it's stolen. On the break. Powell outside. From deep three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell.
Substitution on the court.
To the left wing. Fires the 3. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
Your Clippers. And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
It doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. So it's the Grizzlies now. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Lets the 3 fly. The 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. George has got 5 points in the quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Los Angeles.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Here's Morant following the score by the Clippers. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Morris.
Not a way to get out of the funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Morant goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Kicks it to George. To the wing, right side. And here's Zubats outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brooks outside. From deep, Bane. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And the dunk by Jackson.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Leonard passes to George. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And the Clippers miss again. And the foul called on John Wall. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Bane. 3-pointer.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Here's Wall following the bucket by the Grizzlies. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Wall, the pass to George. Clock at 6. The kick out to Morris. From deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Shot's good by Morant.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now here's George. Pass to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Memphis the rebound. Outside Bane. Up top Jackson. He's guarded by Zubats. Shot clock at 5. Jackson the screen. The 3 from Bane. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Morris outside. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Leonard against Bane from outside the arc. Shot by Leonard, no good.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Cash. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And here's Wall. So the Clippers win it. Boy, they did. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
players are well represented, Greg, in this one. Here we go. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Johnson can't hit. Here now the Clippers. George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Leonard against Ayton. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Poked away. It's stolen by Morris. Bridges against Leonard. About a minute played so far here in the first. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Shot clock at 3 from about 19 feet. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Booker. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. They're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's the break, stolen by Zubac. Outside Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Paul passes to Ayton. Paul dishes to Johnson. And Phoenix with another turnover here. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
That one on Ayton.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple Finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
And the rejection by
2 minutes remaining in the
Zubac.
first. 2 minutes.
Morris outside. Bridges with the steal. And here's Booker from the arc. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. On the wing, George. Defended by Booker. Shot clock at 6. And it's George finishing it off.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Johnson, the pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Wall. Jumps up, and Wall with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. trail by 6. Paul kicks to Booker. He gets that one.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Right side, Wall. George against Booker. And it's George missing. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Inside, Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
On the wing, Booker. On the wing, Johnson. Clock at 6. Booker dishes to Johnson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And here's Leonard from 3. This one for 3. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he cuts this one out.
Coaches always talk.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Clippers?
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And the pass to Morris. Now, here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Assisted.
Zubac has got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Wall against Paul. Wall passes to Zubac. Outside for George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you. Paul kicks to Booker. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 13. Pass to Morris. Back to Wall. Outside for George. From deep three-point range, the Clippers keep it alive. Zubac finds Wall. Tries yet again. Outside for George. And they get it back. George missing again. For 3, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the 3. So far, not paying dividends.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
1:51 left here in the second. George dishes to Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morris passes to Leonard. 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Bridges shot, good.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
Ball against Paul. And Wall kicks to George. Morris outside. Ball against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Ball looking over the floor. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul George with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Paul. Suns trail by 14. Johnson outside. On the wing, Booker. Takes the three. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great good stuff.
14. The Clippers, 28.
And get ready for the Milwaukee.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Powell in at the small forward position. In the corner, Kennard with it. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Booker against Jackson. Booker outside. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Covington. Goes to the reverse layup and taps it in.
Assisted by.
And the Clippers lead by 14. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Devin Booker.
Both free throws good from Booker.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Ball against Jackson. Kennard on the wing. Outside for Batum. Three-pointer. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
So steady from range. The veteran Batum letting it fly with confidence. Johnson left side. He
dishes it to Booker. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Booker with it. Now Covington defending. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Ball against Jackson. Here's Paul. In the corner, it's Bridges. 4 on the shot clock. Phoenix, no good that time either. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Kennard. Pass to Jackson. Back to Kennard. The tray. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. They trail by 18.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker outside. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Jackson passes to Powell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, MB, Big Cat. This is the future.
Jackson down low. Defended by Paul. Powell with it. No points in the game yet for him. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Exploding to the rim, Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
On the wing, Booker. Kennard covering. From past the arc. They grab their own miss. It's good. Ayton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell inside. He's against Bridges. Paul with the steal. Booker looking around to the paint. In the corner, it's Bridges. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He has 6.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Ball against Jackson. It's Powell on the wing, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Substitution on the court.
And Phoenix has possession. For 3, Booker, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he had some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Just 2 to shoot. And Leonard gets it to go.
The offensive game of Leonard continues to get better. He's just so efficient on this end.
Now here's Booker. He kicks it to Bridges. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner, George with it. Morris finds Zubac. Outside for George. Zubac the pass to George. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
And here is Ayton. Dishes it to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard draws the double. A 3-ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Top of the key. And that one hits back iron.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Boy, he launched that one from way outside. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up points in chunks.
Booker, no good.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
And a deep 3 from George. They get it back. Zubac kicks to George. From deep. A rebound by Johnson.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Again, the miss by Booker.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look.
Outside Wall. A 3 from Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Suns trail by 16. Down low. Here's Booker. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Bounce pass from Morris. Looking for George. He gets it there. Kicks it out to Leonard over Paul. And too long on the shot. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest out here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for him.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Booker. That one drops for him.
You don't see the finger roll that much anymore, but when you do, it's always a treat.
Ball against Paul. Morris dishes the Wall. Back to Morris. Over Johnson. Misses off the right iron. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
Here's Booker. From deep three-point range, misses. So it's Los Angeles winning this one. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.